I know he was in Swingers. I forgot that he directed it, but they were talking about all the different stuff that they did for that movie.
Well, wasn't there a lot of fighting going on between Favreau and Farrell? I
Yeah.
heard they didn't get along on set.
Yeah, there are issues and problems.
You could definitely sense that in the doctor's room scene where he's getting his finger pricked to determine his parentage. That scene seems to be very frantic. It feels different than the rest of the film, and I'm wondering if it's because Favreau is on screen with Will Ferrell. Because in the scene where
I bet you Favreau is what made this movie good.
No,
we were talking about.
I'm
just saying, like all that dicking around that would have happened if they had a different director. It would have been all off the rails.
Sure, but my point is that like when you see Favreau in the scene with James Caan alone, it flows like real natural. But in the scene with the three of them together, it's real like frantic and like chaos and stuff. And that scene always feels weird to me.
So his first film that he directed was Made. Also with him and
Vince Vaughn.
Made
was before.
Made no Swingers. He was just a writer in. He didn't direct it.
Oh, okay. There it is.
I think that was his directorial debut.
Dope.
The Boxer.
Dope. All right, let me see what's going on here. I don't got my tablet to treat off today, so I'm going to use my phone.
Sanchez isn't joining us today.
He's in where the fuck he's at?
Vegas, Las Vegas.
Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right. He went down there for the senior special, right? Now that he's 65.
It's all gone. You want another one?
Why did they keep
It's spilled. It's spilled. Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Go out in the garage and get it.
I totally heckled him about being 55 this weekend. I was like, "Oh man,
the door's open,
dude!
Man,
you're looking pretty good for 55, man. I don't care what anybody says."
Oh my god,
man! Fuck you, dick.
Yeah, one white elephant. And he runs off with the Modoc. Motherfucker. Yeah, that was the one gift that wasn't a pop. I was like, growl.
That was my gift.
You bought it?
No, it was my gift that I was supposed to keep.
Oh.
Son of a bitch.
That was good. We got the whole swap arounds and everything. I think we're missing Anthony in that though. Still, we should get him to make a cameo, an annual cameo or something at least.
Well, I tried.
Or somebody should at least bring him along with the gift purchasing. I think between the Green Lantern, Edna, the
Ghostbusters.
The Ghostbusters was good.
The Ghostbusters.
Say what you will, though, that Edna mode goes for like $2 now.
You don't have it though. Your kid's broke it, so it doesn't matter.
You know what though?
It's the thought.
Donald Trump Stretch Armstrong was pretty good too.
That was pretty good too.
So that was a gift that kept on giving.
That's right. I think my brother has a shrine and it's like the centerpiece.
He lights incense.
Yeah, he burns incense on it. It's Trump incense, man.
Some would say I am the stretchiest. I am much more flexible than Stretch Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
Stretch Armstrong does not stretch like I do. So.
All right, let's get right into it. Do we want to get right into it? What's going on? How's I'm gonna wait a little bit. Get a little bit more traffic in here before we'll go right to the Punisher with the Wolverine spikes coming off the top of his eyebrows or whatever the hell. That'll be the one we can rail on a little bit later. The cavemen all were doing their first exhibitorship at a Revolution Ontario Con thing. How'd that go? What do you guys think of it? I mean, we're all in LA just a few weeks ago. What are the pros and cons? How was it to enter it? What was the COVID thing like? The talents? Were the the halls and shit like that, the talks that they had, were they separate or how did that all go?
I don't know.
You didn't go?
Oh fuck. I didn't leave my booth.
I'm sorry.
I feel like the three of
Okay.
us have missed some things that that went down this weekend, and based off of their reaction to that question, damn, I wish I would have seen it.
Fun times. It was fun being on the other side of the convention going. That's for sure. This was a lot smaller. This was your old school just con, like fucking old school shrine type con. It was like 1 through 400, and that was it. And it was all just mostly dealers. They had an RLA Sally, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't leave my booth. The only spot I hit was Fuzzy and the Fat Man and Scully Do Joe's booth.
And you guys are neighbors?
We're just like opposite ends. So they were like on an opposite side of us. So we would have to walk to them. But our neighbor was Nuclear Comics. But yeah, it was a different take from being a dealer.
Dang, you guys were next to Kenny.
Yeah.
Talk about competition.
So
No doubt.
being behind the scenes, and you guys been doing lots of whatnot sales lately. I heard that you had to use union labor to bring your stuff inside of there. There's
No, we
people out
didn't
there
end
with
We didn't end up doing that. So
That
they
was
were
incorrect.
they told all of this. They had sent that memo out to everybody who had a booth, and Nick got all worried about that. So he didn't do the all out like he usually does for his booths. He made like mystery bags because he didn't want to have to do any of that. He just wanted to bring one shot and that was it. And so he was under that impression. But when he went to unload on Friday, he saw people were coming in and out with their own dollies and hauling in their own shit without that. So he was like pissed. He's like, dude, they send out this memo saying that we have to pay union fees, and then you go and you don't. I had a whole routine set up because of that. So I didn't do my regular booth setup. He spent hours creating these mystery boxes, all for him to just be like, fuck, dude, I could have just brought my whole setup the way I usually do. But yeah, it was a lot of miscommunication throughout the convention. It seemed like I only went yesterday, Sunday, one day, and it was still like sound like it was still a clusterfuck of nobody knowing what was going on that worked there. And then COVID check-in was really just us going, showing our vax, and they just gave us a green wristband, just like they did at the LA.
On the exhibitor side, it wasn't too bad, but I had heard that the people trying to get in on Saturday had massive problems getting their kids in. It sounded a lot like San Diego, some of those horror stories that we were hearing on the ground, which really sucks, man, because you want to bring those families in. Those are the people in there spending money,
Yeah.
And if they can't get in, it hurts us.
Yeah.
And I think going forward, it's going to be really cutthroat. Every convention that's thrown, like you need to get your shit right.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, the vendors are gonna be pissed. They're not gonna return the following year, which means there goes one set of revenue. You need to get as many people as you can in. I understand you have to take the necessary precautions, but do it right. And I feel like if everybody knew that LA did it right, like listen to that, follow what they did. Just that
Yeah,
was
when
probably I've heard nothing but
When we
good
went to
things.
go pick up our tickets at San Diego, they didn't say that the kids needed anything. So when we went to go pick up, they didn't like Grayson into the hall to pick up the badge. They're like, "Oh, he doesn't have a test. No, he can't come in. He can't get this." That's just like, really? We're just picking up our badges and we're leaving. It's in and out. That's stupid. Having him wait outside with one of us while we went one at a time was ridiculous. And a lot of families were like that day too. So it's just like, these people need to make sure they're communicating when they're selling tickets too. Ridiculous.
Josh, you're shaking
Yeah,
your head.
absolutely.
Well, you only get as much tyranny as you're willing to put up with.
So yeah, I got a microchipped on my way into the convention. So I'm good to go into every convention now because I'm microfished and microchipped. So you can also get,
until they demand
Colossus.
your 5th booster.
no. Also, I got an anal swab on my way out for the next year
So
because
you can be a ChinaCon?
next year they said tongue anal swab. So
Whoa.
we'll see.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
fun.
Those are
It's just
fun.
gonna keep ramping up.
I think next year they're gonna want semen samples.
Nice. Like on their face.
However they need to take it.
I've heard they're paying a premium for that
Yeah, so
right
my
now.
thing is,
So
I was the only one amongst our crew that didn't show up for the LA Comic Con, and it was specifically because of the COVID regulations. And I
Jose,
No,
understand.
I didn't show up either.
Oh, you didn't go at all?
Yeah,
No, but he's vaccinated.
yeah.
Huh? Well, I didn't
Quadruple,
go.
baby. I can't
I
wait to
didn't
be
go
pie
specific-
time.
I didn't go
Quadruple,
specifically because of
baby.
that stuff. And I know
Needle in the pee hole this time too. His 5th time pee hole needle.
I know that those events are enjoyable, and I know that Liz made a lot of contacts for the store and everything like that. But that's how they get you, right?
What?
No. That's so they convince you to participate in the show because they're giving you things that you want, and eventually they're going to require it when you go grocery shopping, when you go to the bank, when you go to the park. It's
This is what it's like being married to like
Look,
conspiracy
look,
theorists.
it's not conspiracy theory.
Hey,
It's what they're doing in Australia and New Zealand
Is
right
it
now.
really paranoia if they're really out to get you?
Hey,
Look,
did you were you also
just-
against the seatbelt laws when they were passing seatbelt laws?
Yes, I'm opposed to seatbelt laws.
Yep.
Yeah.
And helmet laws.
I'm
And
opposed to
helmet
seatbelt laws, helmet laws. I'm opposed to vehicle registration. I'm opposed to all of it. All of it. It's all tyranny.
I'm opposed to paying outrageous prices for vehicle registration, but if somebody hits and runs a loved one, I need to know who the hell that car belongs to.
Yeah. So I think our system is based on code enforcement and not criminal enforcement, and that's the problem. We're not going after people who hurt other people, who damage property. We're going after people who have busted taillights, and it's criminal. It's criminal on the part of the government. But my point is,
So what I'm hearing is defund the police.
in some cases, that's exactly what we need to do. But I would argue that what we're defunding is not the police, but oath breakers. These are people that do not defend us. These are people that enforce the tyranny from above. And all you have to do is look at Australia, Canada.
hey, you know what? Sorry,
Go ahead.
no. I was just gonna say that's a fantastic lead into what we were going to talk about tonight with this this Punisher.
True.
Time to punish.
You
Irishman style.
Dead or
Yeah, why
alive
did they
is
switch the
coming
symbol?
today.
I think if you're a cop,
Did
and you got
everybody
the
freeze
Punisher
or is my
symbol,
internet lagging?
What?
What?
What? You're the only one frozen on our screen, bro.
You're not even on my screen, so I can't
Oh,
even
he
make
gets
fun
it.
of
There
you.
he goes.
He's gone.
So for the sake of this this article, so Marvel decides to switch up the symbol because there are police officers who are wearing the symbol. Am I getting that right?
I don't think it's
I
police.
don't think they're actually changing the symbol up from what I could gather. So
Are you ready?
At one
Are we
point,
doing
he did
this?
change his costume when Captain America died. So he also did that
Yeah.
at one point too. So
This is the
this
first
isn't
time
new. This isn't new that he's changed his symbol.
He's changed his skull before with that. He has
Yeah.
a skull with no nose.
Hey, that
That's
looks like that was
changing
created
a
by I think that was created by world-renowned famous artist Jed Thomas.
yeah, that might be right. His take on Bane. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this is on Bleeding Cool, and they are selling controversy where it's not there. If you look at the promos for this issue, he's changed his symbol because
Is he
he's
training with the
working with the
hand?
hand.
I was
You
gonna
know,
say it looks like he's training with
yeah,
hand.
exactly.
With the hand.
And if you look at the older art, so it's two artists and it's taking place in two different timelines. In the future timeline where he's dealing with the hand, he has a different symbol. In the past, he still has his OG symbol. I'm almost certain that it's this switch up is entirely based on him doing something with this organization, not him changing his symbol to fight against police officers or whatever the hell it's like. And this website is spinning more fucking like it's clickbait and it's
Yeah,
fucking
and you're clicking on it and you're using it and you're giving it more publicity.
Those guys are chodes. You can't handle it.
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, if the idea was that they were switching it because groups that they don't like are utilizing the symbology, the fact of the matter is that new symbol is probably going to make a lot more people use it than the old one. That's a demon skull. That's what I want. I said that's a failed project right there. And here's this was my question. Maybe you guys can answer this. So, assuming, and I know we're probably not going with the fact that this is the real narrative, but let's just assume for a second that Marvel is irritated that some group or another is utilizing the Punisher's skull as part of their logo. Why doesn't Marvel or Disney just sue that group out of into oblivion? I mean, wouldn't that be copyright infringement of some kind?
They're not copywriting it. They just get like a stencil and spray paint it on their shit.
They're not making money.
It started with like military
money.
guys putting
Right.
it on their stuff to
Could-
go
could-
scare the Taliban and whatnot.
they
Like,
hit him with a cease and desist.
Yeah, couldn't they do that?
I don't know that they have any legal bearing because they're not making any money. They're not reproducing the image to. They're not monetarily gaining anything from it. It's the same way that you could do the King Ray picture and not get in trouble for it, or do your art with that have like, Wolverine and the characters and stuff on it, and other artists can do that, but like
you
they
can't
aren't
mass produce King Ray
you
pictures
can't-
and
yeah,
sell
they're
them.
not making any monetary gain off of them using it. They can try and do a cease and desist, I guess, on it, but they would have to do some legal wrangling. And I'm sure that the group is going to say that it's freedom of speech because they're using the symbol for their whatever group or whatever philosophy or you know what I mean, that kind of thing.
My understanding is that it's just too costly to go after every person who's producing Wolverine art, so Disney doesn't fuck around with that. It's
That's
not
why-
that it's legal, it's just that it's not worth it.
So-
Disney picks and chooses who they go after because they'll go after somebody who's using the mouse ears
It's like
super
the
quick,
wheel.
no matter what. It depends on it depends on what hill they want to die on or go after type situation.
Well, because I was going to say, I always see that see stuff like that on the ice cream trucks that roll through my neighborhood. They've always got like Mickey Mouse on the side with his thumb up, and they've got Spider-Man holding like a popsicle and stuff. And I'm like,
They don't go after certain people.
yeah.
They're the same people that don't go after to have like food handlers licenses and pay taxes for selling food.
Tyranny.
Well, and part of it
good.
too, on something like that on the ice cream truck, you're basically putting your image out in front of like a bajillion children. That just reinforces Mickey Mouse, reinforces Spider-Man or the superheroes or anything like that. And the amount of money, they're not making the money off of the fact that they've got Mickey Mouse on the side of they're making money because they're selling ice cream. They're not, you know what I mean? Mickey Mouse aside, that's just free advertising for them. But I don't know. I think if in fact they are going to be doing this, I haven't seen anything yet because usually in the previews magazine they have this stuff in the future, but the new previews for was it March releases I think comes out this weekend or this week's comics tomorrow or Wednesday. So when I get the Marvel one, I'll check and see if there's a new something or other. The fact that this story breaks right before previews comes out leads me to think that maybe it's like a special story or it's a tie-in to Devil's Reign because the Punisher hangs out in New York all the time and this Devil's Reign storyline's happening in Marvel. That's supposed to be continuing. I bet it's part of that series or part of that one-shot run through of things. But who cares? They change these stupid symbols all the time. Sorry, one of our cats is gonna try and like scale Mount Everest and, and there's statues up there. Yeah. It's stupid. And Bleeding Cool's just making a big deal out of nothing, like they always do.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of silly. I didn't even read it. I just saw the stupid picture and shared it with you guys and figured it'd be something to talk about.
And it was.
Let's give them something to talk about.
So back to Ontario. How many days of Whatnot sales did you get on Sunday? You better off just picking up an extra Whatnot day and staying at home?
It was about the same amount I would have made.
In like one couple hour session, and you wouldn't have to travel or anything, right?
Yeah, basically.
So the whole point would be to do what you didn't do, which would be to get in there, maybe sell some shit, and then go kind of hang out and be a vendor and actually get to cruise around and have your partner watch the booth while you guys take turns checking out the festivities and whatnot. But you didn't get a chance to do that then, right?
I didn't really want to do that because I didn't want to be tempted.
To spend money.
Yeah, because when I went
Yeah,
out,
having 2 cons in December.
when I went to LA, I was very reserved because in San Diego, I spent a lot of money in San Diego, and it was only that one day.
That's
week.
right. That's 3 and 4 weeks.
Yeah,
for
so that
you,
was
huh?
3 in under 4 weeks, and it was just like, fuck, dude, I'm not made of money to be dropping money every fucking weekend at a convention. Like when San Diego comes, it's in July, and then when LA comes, it's in like October. So we've got like those 3-month gaps. But when you're doing this every weekend, I'm not gonna be pulling my wallet out every fucking weekend.
That's crazy because Ontario was the first one that had committed to doing it.
Yeah, I know, and that's why we signed up. Signed up back in last year, I want to say, and we were like, "Fuck it, let's do it." I've been fiending for a con, and then all the cons started coming. I was just like, "Son of a bitch, why'd I commit to this stupid con?" and then work happened, and I had all this shit going on at work that I was just like, "Fuck, dude, I committed to this, and now I have to go to my actual commitment that I'm locked in at work, like my job." So it's just like I lost that Saturday because I had to be at work. I wasn't going to go Sunday because I had to work, but I was able to take care of it and be able to go.
Somebody at your
after-
work did
I had
something
written it
stupid and
off
you had to
as
Now
call
that
well.
we
their
have
ass.
a
Before I
Whatnot
showed up.
too, now that we have Whatnot as well, it's just like, dude, I don't even have to leave the house anymore if we want to do that type of selling. It's like it ends up being the same price it'd be to have a booth after the end of the sales.
I think it depends. I think it with whatnot, the people determine the price. But if you're at a convention, you can kind of set your own price. I mean, I was seeing some books sell at like San Diego and other places. They were selling for
Ridiculous prices, dude. Jeez,
and
Louise, price-
they were. That's
wild.
the thing, though. You're kind of limited. I mean, not a lot of people know about whatnot. That's the thing. We have a good following, and we're lucky to. And it does have quite a few active users on there, but I think the fact that they're still kind of promoting heavy means that there's still not as many as they would like there to be on there.
That's
So the
true.
people that aren't aware of that tool, there's people that don't even like using eBay
Yeah.
for that same reason. They want to have it in their hands. They want to look at the condition. They want to see what they're getting. And I think when you go that route, you have the potential to possibly make a little bit more money. But again, you got to know what you have, and they have to know what they're looking for. So it's a little tough.
For sure.
Well, we actually did a whatnot sale at our booth on Saturday, and we did really well from the con. And we had people coming up to us the whole time, and they're like, "Oh my God, what are you guys doing?" And we were out there spreading the good word of whatnot all weekend. We were passing out our cards. We got a bunch of new followers.
That's the
We made a
spirit,
bunch of
Lego.
connections. And it was like that was the shit. I mean, we were there anyway, and we ended up selling books. We ended up making a bunch of new friends, which is like the best part of the whole convention. And
Yep.
we had a really good time doing it. So I think combining those two worlds, they don't have to be one or the other. They can interact, and they can all be happening at the same time.
What's the cool thing about Whatnot is that it's kind of like it kind of has like the best of both worlds of like eBay where I'm bidding and finding fun and rare stuff, but you also have the IG side of things where it's like you get that instant communication back and forth, and you're connecting and talking with people in real time about all of this stuff. So you still get to bring a little bit of the community when you're doing it. And then on top of it, if you're doing it at a convention or at an event, because people want to see what's going on around you because they can't be there. You got people that are in New Jersey, New York, and they're like, well, what do cons look like
Definitely.
in California? And they get to see what the cons in California look like and the fun stuff that happens, there. And they just want to be part of it, even though they can't be there to be part of it. That's just a fun way to get the community going again and making them feel connected to all of it.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Like we met a few people who were from Phoenix, and they'd actually seen our show, and they were like, "Oh my God, you guys are the Tequila Tuesday guys, Comic Cave. That's fucking awesome. I love you guys' show. I bought shit from you before." And we're like, "Oh my God, like what the hell?" And then this guy was like, "Wait, I know your voice. Fuzzy and the Fat Man? You're fucking doing the wrestling thing. Oh, no way." And it's just like, it's so cool. It's such like a close-knit community. So like you said, like you can bring these people from other regions into it. And, this was a fairly local con for us. So we were connecting with people who are mostly from around our area. But, as we expand further out, I'm sure we'll get to meet more and more people from our Whatnot community, which is really exciting.
Yeah, we're currently talking about doing Las Vegas.
Oh, is that
That's for amazing,
your Awesome Con or something?
Oh, with
Yeah.
Jimmy?
amazing with Jimmy.
Oh, that's cool.
That's what it would be next on our convention dockets would be a June. Because like I said, man, these things need to be spread out. Fucking, I get to do this shit every weekend.
Back to back to back.
Yeah.
To back.
I got work, I got family, I got collection connection, I got everything, and I need to not stretch myself so thin.
And Collection Connection is family, so
Oh,
I know that, but I'm just saying
Hey,
it's still time we have to take away from the family and focus. Like the kids are on vacation right now and they want to like hang out, but you gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah, the last month I've been having mine screaming in the background, so I know how that goes.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. I enjoy all this. Like I always tell these guys, I stop doing it when it stops becoming fun and becomes a job, and I'm enjoying.
Yeah, for sure. I think that what we're doing with the movie reviews, I'm pretty excited about that. I think it had gotten a little bit drab, so I'm excited to get dragged through the mud a little bit. Everybody can, you know, do what they got to do. I'm excited to see El Topo, see what Lego has in store from us. Like,
But he hasn't even watched it either.
he didn't see the other ones either, but he just heard about them, you know, and artsy fartsy circles.
I have seen El Topo.
Oh, you have seen it?
I have seen El Topo.
Okay.
I was fairly inebriated, but I have seen it. But that's how you should see this movie. I mean, honestly, like if we're getting down to it, I feel like Hodorowski would be mad at you if you were not on some sort of.
So this is legit. This is a Hodorowski movie.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh fuck!
You didn't know that?
I knew
This is-
Hodorowski.
I
This is the
remember
one-
now. I forgot. He had said it before the. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
This is the one that put him on the scene. This is
Time to
Oh.
break out the inhaler and the Affen.
Dude, I was actually looking over at my bag, like, "Fuck, dude, I gotta get my breathing right." Shit.
yeah, some deep meditation before you watch the film might be a
Yeah, I was
good
reading the
practice.
synopsis on it, and I was just like, "Damn, dude, we're in for a treat."
See, that's what I'm talking about. A trip down Lego Lane for sure.
I
Trip
felt like
down Lego Lane.
I felt like I had a concussion when I watched Holy Mountain. Is this
Hey, that one was rough, dude.
Those are the ones I go back and watch from our shows. Like I go back and watch Poltergeist. You guys are railing on me on Poltergeist. I'll
Oh,
go
that was
back and watch
good.
fucking Xanadu.
That was great.
I'll go back and watch the Holy Mountain. Like all those are just like that's what I'm saying. Like those were good. Those were really good. And then it kind of got mundane when, you know, everybody's like, "Oh, I really want you to watch this movie that I like, so that I can not watch your fucking show of you watching it." Fuck that, dude.
It's true.
If nobody's gonna watch, we might as well have put ourselves back through the original ringer from the first place. And I think that the live stream is what it is, you know. And we actually pick up quite a bit of views even after it's not the live stream, just people going back and watching us talking and whatnot. So, you know, this is have you those 10-second reviews you guys been sending or the Lego's been sending? You see how many views they're getting on the channel?
Yeah, they're doing great, man.
Yeah, they're doing great.
They're doing great. They're fun. I'm having a blast doing them. I know Isaac and Jose seem to be having fun doing them. So
Yeah, I have fun. I like throwing in
They're
my
fun, dude.
stupid little quick 10-second has and whatnot.
I feel like half the time they're like, we actually are like, okay, this is a 10-second review of like the art and the story and like, you know, where it's going, whatever, what we really think of it. But the other half is all like, it's just clowning. We're just joking. And
Given
it's
this
fun.
generation's attention span, we might need to reduce it down to 5-second reviews.
My
2 seconds is way too long, man.
Then just play the Benny Hill music in the background while you're flipping the pages. As you're doing
You have to
it.
speed it up though.
Yeah.
Just speed up the Betty Hill music.
Just like just sell points. Like Spider-Man's in this book. Get it? Boom. Out.
Flip through the pages.
First
2-second
appearance gonna
review.
be worth $1 million one day. Pick it up. Bam. There's
Oh,
a
man.
nipple. We saw a nipple. Boom.
And a bunch of no more tripods. You have to have somebody running at you and running away.
No,
And
we're
a
gonna-
whole bunch of cuts of that.
No, we're actually gonna start the shaky cam.
I can do the shaky cam. That's just an effect. I can click on that and do it. If you guys set up from further back, I was talking to Lego about this earlier. If you guys set up from further back, I can try to pan in on you and try to move the camera, around.
We're also gonna start doing point of view.
What?
No, that's our other channel.
Oh, sorry. That's the OnlyFans.
No, it's called Only Stands.
That's the different point of view where they, instead of the pan being on your guys' faces, it shows you guys stroking each other down below. You have to put it together to get the video.
Busting a docking. How the dock should be really working.
The regular channel is waist up. The Election Connection Cave After Dark is waist down.
Election Connection After Dark. All right, everybody, get those dollars ready.
Ay, ay, ay.
Grab a handful of cash.
Hot book alert, or is it hot guy alert? You tell us.
Pages are stuck together.
Well, the Nightwing coming out on Wednesday looks like it's both.
Oh my god.
Jose needs 2 copies.
You know what's so unfortunate too? That book looks fucking legit. It's the whole issue is one single image.
I know. If you were
And
to
it's
take
like,
it apart and lay it out, it's one whole long.
It's one
like,
whole
issue.
giant thing. But how
They-
can I go into my comic shop and actually purchase that without I gotta wear a mask?
Congratulations, you live in the land of COVID. You can do that.
Those are all keywords. Keep it going.
Yes. Try some other ones. Vaccination,
Nah, get out of here.
mandate.
We're gonna
mandate.
be
Booster.
no.
Island.
I know you, your booster.
LGBTQ,
Boost.
trans athletes.
Okay, stop.
I'm just trying to hit all the algorithms.
Stop.
Fake Vax cards.
That's right. Yes.
Two
What?
watching.
NFTs, crypto.
Insurrection.
Can't believe this Tom Holland Spider-Man spoilers.
You won't believe this one crazy tip.
Hashtag outrage.
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Watch with that one word. It's like we went up 100,000 views.
Get to the chopper. Christmas
He's got to.
canceled.
The bridge is out.
Stick around.
Zendaya is going to be on all of our thumbnails from now on, guys. I'm just going down that.
Put the cookie down.
Googie.
Cookie.
Try my googie. Oh fuck. Yeah.
Dude, I had a great week. The best work week of gifts I've ever gotten. Some of
What'd
my
you get?
regulars at the store, the guys at Big Five, ever since the apocalypse happened, I've been buying lots of things from Big Five, and they gave me a gift card for $250
For Big Five?
from Big Five. Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Right?
It's great, dude.
Yeah, it's good
Fantastic.
deal. Giving them leftovers and whatnot. They hooked me up with gift cards. That's freaking stoked. Also, this elderly couple that comes in, they've been coming there since I got there. Like I think going on 7 years now, and they got me this big, massive, like taller than Juliet gift basket full of caramel corn and cookies and all that good stuff. So I was like, wow.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, we can't take any tips or gifts or we get fired.
Really?
Yeah,
It's true. It's in our contract.
it's in our contract.
Wow.
Same for Chick-fil-A. They can't do that either.
Yeah.
And they're
We
not-
didn't used to be able to
And
take
In-N-Out.
tips technically,
No, In and Out. If you
I've heard the
call-
owners of Chick-fil-A takes a lot of tips.
No, dude, he's against the tip taking.
Did you hear that on Bleeding Cool, Lego?
If you take the
No,
tip,
I heard it
you
from-
must quit.
To take the tip,
He,
you
he
must
met him.
have
He
quit.
met him at a. He met him at a bar in downtown Hollywood.
We watched
Gave him the
Gremlins
old,
today. That was on our Christmas list.
We used to not be able to take tips, but now the guys who my employees, they're 16 years old. They get $16 an hour. They get $16 an hour plus between $1.50 to $2 an hour in tips. So these guys are making the amount of money at 16 that I made at 30.
Hey,
That's
how
like-
crazy is
yeah.
it that those kids don't get
Well, you were
zero
30 like in
fucks about
1930,
shit?
so
25, dude. Get it right. What were you saying, Isaac?
It's crazy how these newer generation of kids who like work now like don't give a fuck about like any authority and shit that goes on with
I love it. I support him 100%.
Did you hear that they lowered
Anonymously,
the age
of
of
course.
hiring in Oregon because they can't
like 15 or
find people to work?
14, right?
It's 13.
13 now.
Daddy, I
You
don't
could be
see
13 in Oregon to and you can join the workforce.
Damn, dude, I would have started working. And fuck.
I did start working when I was 14.
I started working when I was 12.
Not with your parents and shit. I'm talking about an actual like freak.
Uncle.
I want to say
Yeah.
hi.
Tony's Burgers and Teriyaki.
Hello.
What up, bro? How's your vacation going?
Are you
Cool.
working hard?
Went to the park today.
Are you listening
Oh, yeah,
to
we
your
went to the
little baby
park.
brother in that stomach?
We went to the park.
Cool. Did you go on the slide?
Yeah, and then my favorite is the monkey bars.
Monkey bars?
No, because I didn't. My favorite is
The
the
swing.
slide.
The
No,
slide?
but my favorite
Dude,
is
it's gnarly. At the Mouse Square Park, they installed these new swing sets that are like they legit look like roller coaster seats, and you buckle them in by this thing that goes over it, just like it's a roller coaster. I was attempting to swing the kids around the pole. It was awesome.
So they're basically trying to make it to where the swings are safe, and you took that as your cue to try to make them as dangerous as possible.
Yes.
Isn't that what the whole point of it was? The kids had more fun that way.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man.
My goal
We used
was
to
to
have
always
these-
try to go around the swing. Never.
You guys are younger than us, but we used to have these big ass, like 5-story rusty rockets that were made of cage, and then they had these. You know what's up. You guys know what's up.
Don't they
Scott's
still have one in Anaheim? It's like a
No,
big
they took it out.
one.
They
Really?
took it out.
took it
S15
out.
looking one?
Yep.
Oh
They-
man.
they took it
That
out.
one was
Then it would
fun.
have this wavy slide that in the summertime the sun would get on
It
it.
just
It
burned
burned the
fuck
shit
out.
out of you.
Burn the shit out of you.
I was on those
Yeah,
slides
You
too.
get like third-degree burns on the backs of your legs.
Yeah,
and
you-
calves if you weren't
You
careful.
picked up a lot of speed because of all the popped blisters on the damn thing.
I was on the, going down.
I used to put
Your-
sand in my pockets and throw sand on the slide in front of me so I could slide on the slide and actually get down there.
Yeah.
Because like the bacon sticks in the pan when you're cooking it, right? Your ass will stick to that
Grab the
Oh.
slice, try to like push yourself off, and then you burn your hands because
Yeah.
the size of it's all.
And
thing.
remember,
Dude,
back
those
then-
rockets, it was like that scene from Ong Bak where the guys are all climbing the tree trying to get the thing. There was just as many kids on the outside of the rocket as there were on the inside of the rocket climbing
I
up the
double
side.
dog dare you to get to the top of that rocket from the outside.
yeah, and
Not
remember,
those days when you
remember
kept
back
killing
then-
each other.
back then, man shorts were also very short,
Oh yes.
so you had maximum exposure.
Oh man, you're hanging brains going down that slide.
Yes, baby monkey brains.
Oh, man.
Jeez Louise. Baby monkey brains.
Little bit of carpet bubble gum sticking out.
I wonder what baby monkey
That's when
brains
everybody
does for the
tried to
algorithm.
climb to the very top, and it got top heavy, and then it started, and then you'd start to rock it out of its foundation a little bit. You're like, oh dear God, I'm gonna die. This is it.
It's good times.
No,
Oh,
the
so
best ones
fun.
were the rocket ships. They weren't the rocket. It was like the UFO looking ones where it had the one pole that acted
You
as
hold
the,
on it and spin it.
the ladder to go up, and then it had the slide that came off to the side. So the only 2 points of contact was the little bit, the slide, and the pole. And if you got too many kids in there too rocking that thing, man, you're almost like a seesaw. You could like tilt and touch
Yeah,
the
but you know
ground.
what? The thing
It was
is,
crazy.
at some point in the mid 80s, all of those wonderful like sets to climb on started smelling heavy like piss.
Yeah.
And then it just wasn't any fun to go in them anymore.
Well, it wasn't then that it smelled like piss. That was just when you got the discernment to smell the piss between the rest of the smells.
It would bother you until
Yeah.
you realized what it was. and
Before
you're like,
you're like,
I had to take a delivery to a high school before the apocalypse of some food for the teachers, and I'm going down the hallway, and just the reminiscent smell of a high school or any type of school you go through there. It's like a combination of like piss and fear. You just smell it in there, man. It's like, what the fuck?
what high school did you go
Smells
to?
like
Public.
angst. Public. This was San Pedro High School, but my high school was pretty rough. It was rough then. and
Went
I
to
think
San Pedro
probably rougher now.
Penitentiary.
Yep.
hey, my high school had a shooting back in 91, man.
Damn, that was before they were popular.
Yeah.
It's right. Josh was at school.
Dang, that was
Shootings
before they were
before they were cool.
mainstream.
That shit was it like with a musket?
It was a rifle.
The
guy
funny
brought a
thing is,
rifle to class.
I'm older than you, but you set it up and I had to knock it down.
I get you.
Hold on.
Hold still, or else I won't hit you.
Can you move like 2 feet closer?
Oh
Run
my god!
towards me, not away.
Damn it! I
Yeah.
swallowed the bullet.
It's crazy, right? You watch those shows.
You know that? Did you know the kid, Josh?
Yes, I knew the guy. I knew the guy who did it, and I knew the guy who got shot.
Jesus. Did he
Brutal.
die?
He
No,
introduced them.
he got shot in the face with a 22, and it didn't kill him.
Jeez.
That's a 22.
He ended up committing suicide later on down the road because I guess it was too traumatic.
Fuck.
And
Was
I think
his
the other
face
guy,
fucked up?
No, it just put a little hole in his jaw, and he only had like a scar later on, so he couldn't grow a beard right there. But that was it. I worked with him at Disneyland for a while.
Not even the happiest place on earth could save him.
Nah, doesn't save nobody. And the guy who did the shooting, I think he's been out of jail for a long time now. So obviously after that we weren't friends anymore. But because the thing is the rumor is that he was going to hit the first period class of the day, which was a class he shared with me, but he couldn't get his hands on the gun fast enough, so he didn't make it to school till second period. So I missed the action by 1 period.
Jeez. Why would you want to be there?
Hey, you're a kid. You think it's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I
dumbass.
spent 4 hours in PE, which was my second period of that day, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
God
They
damn.
didn't evacuate us back then. They just surrounded the theater room where it was taking place. That was
Oh,
that.
don't tell me it was a drama kid.
Well, yeah, they were both in drama.
Damn it, Billy.
So some things never change, huh?
Yeah. It really wasn't that big a deal. I mean, I don't, people today, they talk about school. I mean, I guess the school shootings are also like way ramped up now. You like tons of people are, they're just going for maximum kills. I think the guy that got shot in the face, I think he got shot because he was mouthing off to the guy with the gun. So, not to say he had it coming, but he provoked the guy with the gun to shoot him. He's like, "You don't got the guts to shoot me." He's like, "Bam!"
Put 'em up right away.
You ain't got the balls, Billy. Billy, you shot me.
Why are you shooting me, Billy?
Oh, that's rough.
And I knew kids that brought guns to school back then too.
Yeah, so
They
did
would-
I.
They'd always dress like in like a nice like kind of suit and wear like a jacket, but they'd be packing with a shoulder
Where'd you go to school?
in Anaheim.
Loera.
Oh, Loera, huh?
Mhm.
That was after Stefani had already gone through.
Yeah, quite a few
Mr.
years.
No, it's only a couple of years.
No, she graduated before I even got there. Mhm.
She's not that much older than us.
She's like 52.
Oh, well, yeah, that's about right then.
Yeah,
My kids
that
are
was
supposed
the
to go
two-
there.
That was the two big claims to fame was Gwen Stefani and then that kid that got burned by his dad, David Roethlisberger or Roethlisberger or something, I forget. He was like all tore up. He had third-degree burns over his whole body. I went to high school with him.
Corey Feldman and Stand By Me.
Not quite.
That's a good one for late to the party, man. Have you seen Stand By Me, Jose?
Who's he eating?
Oh,
I've heard the song.
Mother, Stand By Me, Showgirls. This guy missing all the
God.
Was that the influence for the song?
Yeah.
Mikey and Showgirls,
no.
same sentence.
Right.
The song's way
Isaac
older
was
than
just
the movie.
stuck in the S's.
No, it's a good movie.
No, we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to
This guy's
the
got the
sea.
worst singing voice.
No, I won't be afraid.
Hey, we should all chip in and get one of those Venom masks for Sanchez.
No, that only works if the mask underneath isn't scarier.
So
I hope
brutal.
he's watching.
Who
White
fucking
out.
called him a goblin? Who called him a goblin? That shit was hilarious.
That was amazing.
I'm trying to be nice to the guy, and then Jose's cracking these
It's
jokes,
just like
and I'm just
going
like,
in.
I don't recall.
Don't recall. I was fried drunk.
Hey, that was good. Those are the highlights from that video though, dude. It
Dear
was
God, those are the highlights.
yeah, they're pretty good. I miss when you were just an avatar of a comic book character.
Sometimes I just say stuff.
Oh man. And then he gets sad. Well,
He knows I love that fucker knows I love him. He knows I love him.
He's
He
like
knows he's
the
the
like the
homie.
abusive boyfriend. I hit because I love.
when you said that he looked like MODOK, I
Sanchez. What'd you say?
He looked like Botox. Yeah, bro.
Action figure out of you.
You know,
Oh my God.
you know what though?
You were
Like,
wasted, dude. You don't even remember, dude. You were railing on his ass, man.
well, you know
You
what's
went
crazy?
hard. You went
Okay,
hard.
you
for
guys
him.
can say that I'm the mean one. You guys can say that I'm the mean one, yet he consistently sits next to me each and every time.
God, like, oh my God. It was so
He likes it. It's our love language.
Oh, that was good.
Destroying his self-esteem is what humbles him.
What? Bring it back to reality, right?
What happened?
Oh fuck! You. I hang out with you too much. I rub off on you. Oof. Fuck, that was good.
Jose was going hard, man. That was rough. Goblin.
You see that picture I showed around before that? That I was telling people it was Sanchez.
No.
It was like this. It was like this.
Please don't
ogre-
show it now. Don't show it right now.
I'm not gonna show it, but it was this ogre with a mohawk when he still had his mohawk, and he's got this princess. It's so good. I need to show it to you when I see you. But I would tell everybody, here, I got a picture of Steve out in the town.
Yeah, I had gone hard on him, I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago. And
Oh, I remember.
yeah, I was fucking just brutal. And I think it damaged our friendship. So I'm not gonna fucking with him anymore, at least for a while. I didn't mean to. He just had set it up so perfectly. It was just like, it's right there. I have to knock it down.
Look, I'm all for going like full blast on somebody, but I feel like I got to give them a shot first. You know what I mean? Like they got to take the shot, and then once they do, it's like then the gloves are off. I don't want to.
Oh, he takes them. He takes his shots, believe me.
He hasn't taken any shots at me, so I love you, Steve. You're the best.
Steve's the homie, dude.
Yeah, Steve's a homie.
Steve's
It's all
homie,
out of
dude.
love. It's
I
all
know,
out-
dude. I love that dude.
He's got very
Speaking of which-
similar. He actually, you guys line up pretty close. To be honest,
Oh, he's not nearly alt right enough for me.
you don't even know.
Look, dude, you're not even nearly all right enough for you.
That's true.
There's room for improvement.
I'm always looking at myself in the mirror. You're a fucking pussy.
Oh man. So let's see these keys.
Yeah, Jose, showing off all your shit.
I got a key. Woo!
No, your D&D book doesn't. count.
It's a key.
Oh, it's just some stuff I picked up this weekend. I thought the guys were gonna pick up some fire at the con. That's why. So I ended up picking up a Spider-Man 72 Silver Age Rock by the Shocker, which back then didn't imply what it implies today. I also got the Avengers 198, the Error. It's Red Ronin. It's supposed to be I instead of the A. So that's kind of cool there. I also got Avengers 316. This is when Spider-Man joins the Avengers. So that's a key.
Is
Picked
that
up
Sanchez in
another
the lower
copy.
right hand corner on that cover?
What is it?
Was that Sanchez in the lower right hand corner on that cover?
Oh, I don't know who that is,
That's not
but it
Modo.
is a newsstand edition. Picked up another copy of Spider-Man 365, which is what CGC claims as the first appearance of 2099.
Nice. Yeah, I got one of those.
Yeah, and then I ended up picking up a 9.6 Gotham City of Sirens, first appearance of the City of Sirens. So, yeah, I felt sad not going to the con, and I thought these dudes were going to be picking up some heat over there, so I went and bought some heat. And, I mean, the price was too good to pass up on everything, so I was really happy to get everything. So
That's dope. You guys didn't get anything there, huh? So what do you think? You're gonna do Ontario again?
I don't know.
I think it also depends on the guest lineup. I think they needed to have maybe a few more special guests. I mean, not
We
to
had
say
John
that Chris.
Cassidy stop by our booth. That was cool.
Oh, how was that?
Who?
How did that happen? Or what's up?
John Cassidy was just walking the floor and took a stop at the booth and looked at it, and I was just like, oh shit. I was like, dude, I love your shit. He's like, thanks, man. I went, how's the con? He's like, good. It's really good. It's good to be out. Just a quick little exchange. That was cool. Steve was like, ah, bro. Love your work. And he's like, all right, I gotta go now. No, that was cool. It was a fun time.
He currently doesn't have anything coming out, huh?
I don't think so.
I think Star Wars was his last thing.
Interesting. All right, so when are we lining up for the next con? That's it for the year. I mean, we only got a couple 11 days of the year left, which is a trip. And it's dude, the house. I'm pretty much greenlit, dude. I just got to finalize my funding, and I got the price locked in. So things are looking good for my move back to the hood.
Nice.
I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing, but it's going to be ours. So we won't be wasting money on other people rent and all that shit anymore.
Very nice. Congrats.
Hopefully this time next year, you guys can come over, play some pool in the den.
Nice. Can't wait.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Just going to have a lot of blood, sweat, and tears getting that place hooked up. And then I have to move this thing. It's probably going to kill me. I'm actually kind of stoked about it.
Hey, hire movers, dude. It's not worth blowing out your back.
See, my back's kind of fucked up right now, as a matter of fact.
Why? It's probably better to hire some movers, like those college kid dudes.
I think I'm going to maybe get one of those pods or something. Put the shit in the pod. And I'm only moving what I want. My family's lazy. This is going to be my opportunity to get rid of the horde. It's like
Nice.
whatever I decide goes, I'll just put it in the pod, and then I'll just leave them over, put in video games and the TV at the other house, leave them over there, do the shit myself. And then they'll get set up and they'll be like, hey, you want to go to the other house and do work and get your stuff? Fuck it. All right, it's trash. Done. Wash my hands of it. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm probably going to be trying to unload some collection though. I don't know if I need to move. I don't need to keep all of these things.
Do an estate sale.
Out of the house.
Yeah, like let people just go through all the shit that you're gonna end up leaving behind and have them pick through it so you can at least make some money off of it instead of dumping it.
Oh yeah. I mean, that goes without saying.
Oh.
And we still have to do an estate sale at the other house too.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty much gone through already though. There's this is way more work than that's going to be as far as cleaning up and whatnot. Most of the work over there's been done. I've been doing it the whole time anyways. But it's pretty stoked. So what do you guys got going on? You guys got some plans for New Year?
Nope.
Nothing.
Working.
Get to work?
Well, New Year's Eve.
There's work Christmas Eve too.
Hmm.
What a bunch of jerks. Huh?
They tried to force vaccinate me. You think it means anything for them to make me work Christmas Eve? They don't care. But I took that needle out of there, jammed it in their freaking head.
Wow.
Are you guys closed Christmas Eve, Liz?
No, we're open. I don't know. I think we're gonna be open like earlier, like 10 to 4, 10 to 5 or something like that. We're switching the hours ahead a little bit. I think is what the plan is.
How was Lucas' birthday?
It was fun. We went like on Saturday was his birthday day, and we went to see Spider-Man, and that was fun. And then on Sunday we went back to the main place and saw there's a place there called Candyland or Candyland or something like that, and it's like an indoor like playground type thing. Where, you know, they've got like the little obstacle courses and the ball pits and the tubes that you can run through and climb in, and but they're big, just big enough for that if parents want to run in there with the kids, they can. So of course Josh had to test that theory.
What was it at?
And Josh, he did pretty good.
I went everywhere that could be gone.
Where's this place at?
It's at the Main Place Mall.
Oh
It's
shit.
upstairs next to like the escalator on the. It's next to. Is it Macy's? It's next to, or
It's
No,
above that ice cream roll place I tell you guys about.
Yeah, it's on the side where like
The arcade
Lucille's
is.
is. And
Okay. By the dentist.
yes, it's upstairs. So I mean, it's just like a small little room, and then they've got like a party room. So if you rent out, you can rent out the party room for
for $500.
Jeez,
X
fuck
amount of
that.
hours. Well, that was for 30 people with the food and all that stuff.
Oh, they provide food and all that?
Well,
Well,
you get it's like
they bring
pizza.
Sparrows, that pizza place that's
You
in
get-
the mall.
It's it's like what they do for all, like if you were to go to Boomers or you went to like
Chuck
any
E.
other place,
Cheese.
it's the same thing. It's just pizza. It was fun. We were there for a couple. It's like 2 hours, I think we were there.
We did a birthday for my nephew Mookie and a Chuck E. Cheese, and it turned into a brawl.
Serious?
No,
Oh,
I would
I'm
tell
like,
your story.
I'm like, damn, dude, that shit happened to you too?
Yeah, there were no brawling here. Just a bunch of, what was it, 7 or 8 kindergartners hopped up on sugar and pizza and frivolity.
Hell yeah.
And that's not a birthday, dude. That's a birthday.
That's
It's a hard F.
The good part is that they didn't require any vaccinations or masking to go inside, so that was good. That meant that I could participate.
So if they did require, you would have missed Lucas's birthday.
That's correct. At some point, it all has to end. So I'm deciding it's over.
Josh drew his line.
There's no end in sight, guy.
Oh yeah, I know that, but that's because you keep agreeing. So just keep agreeing, and we'll keep having it. Look, it ends. It ends when you want it to end. That's all I'm saying.
There is no end game.
I don't wear a mask. So there you go.
So like you're just outside in the sun waiting for everybody type deal.
No, I'll just chill at home and play Skyrim or something. I don't have to participate.
Good, bro.
However, there were plenty
Hey,
of people there
but
that were fully masked.
But you do have to be careful though, because somebody is now being sued for groping somebody on an online game, and it's a real lawsuit. So watch out with Skyrim.
Serious?
Agreed.
What?
Yep.
Okay, hold up. Let me find this.
Are you
No,
kidding
that
me?
can't be real.
What the fuck you doing on Skyrim, Josh?
Well, first of all, I don't have internet connection here, so I'm
Okay.
online with it.
He's just playing the regular, like,
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, people can leave me the hell alone.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Who's gonna find it first? Nate or Jose?
That
Well, he's
that
the one that
sounds
said it.
crazy.
I hope.
Well, I mean, that's the direction things are going in with Facebook doing its Meta project, right? So everything's going to be online. So I guess you can have virtual sexual harassment. He
Dude,
virtually
all the-
effed me in his office.
I walked into his Meta office and he had it out. I couldn't afford clothes for my avatar, god damn it. Like, dude, I'm not paying $20 to wear a fucking shirt. I'm walking around topless.
He choked me, he effed me, and then he threw me out the window.
Like in
I'm telling you,
Call of
man,
Duty-
Meta's gonna turn into GTA in the office. It's gonna be great.
I don't see anything on that.
Like I remember in GTA, not GTA, in Call of Duty, when you'd get killed by somebody, they'd come over and jump on you and be like, "Hey, I'm T-balling."
Yeah.
Dude, I can't tell you how many times I'd be in like morning daycare with the kids and like, oh, remember? And these are like
I'm
fourth graders
teabagging
talking
you,
about it.
teabagging
Remember when I
you.
teabagged you last time? I'm like, what are you talking about? You
I
can't
just
be talking
teabagged
about
you
that.
after
What
I
are you
shot
talking
you
about?
in the head.
Here it is. I found it.
Fuck, you suck, Jose.
New York Post.
Woman claims she was virtually groped in Meta's. Oh, it's a VR game.
No, this is Meta's multiverse thing. That's what.
So
Facebook-
it's not Skyrim, right?
No.
A beta tester has claimed she was virtually groped in the metaverse VR platform Horizon Worlds from Meta, the company formerly known as Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Meta revealed the incident on December 1st, saying it occurred on November 26th. The woman had reported the assault to the Horizon Worlds beta testing Facebook group. What?
But wait, was she groped in the game, or was she like had the goggles on and someone just?
Hold on,
came
I'm
over
trying
and
to
grabbed her?
I
read.
found it. Here we go. Let me see.
Not only was I groped last night, but there were other people there who support this behavior, which made me feel isolated in the plaza, the virtual environment's central gathering space. Severe encounters of online harassment include physical threats, stalking, and repeated harassment.
You know how many times people told me they were gonna fuck me up when we're playing Call of Duty?
It's billed as a pleasant, productive digital escape, a place to create in extraordinary ways and find experiences that matter with your avatar friends.
Yeah.
The platform currently supports up to 20 people during a virtual session.
They had that in PlayStation. Was it PlayStation 3 back in the day? It was like
Yeah, they're
home.
basically
Didn't
trying.
work back
They're
then
trying
either.
to build the Matrix.
Hey, what was that game where they would run around as Knuckles and they'd be like, what was the saying that they would say? Fuck. You remember Lego? Everybody was running
No,
around
I
as
don't remember,
Knuckles
dude.
and they were like, protect the king or protect the princess, and they'd be like,
What?
I need to find
I
that.
don't remember that,
It
dude.
was a bunch of, it was like an online presence. It was kind of like a Roblox type deal. And all these people were dressed as Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog. And they would run around and they were like talking to people like, hey, and they'd be like, you're the princess, let's save the princess. They would all act like they're like African kings and stuff. It's funny shit, dude.
Speaking click languages?
Yeah, they would
Oh,
click
man.
while they were talking. I need to look for it and I'll share with you guys, but it's funny. Funny
Yeah,
shit.
she was virtually groped. So she wasn't physically groped, she was virtually groped. And she
Yeah, there we go. The
feels-
Ugandan Knuckles.
No means
You know
no.
the way. And they'd go, do you know the way? And then people were like, what are you talking about? They were like, these people would just be thrown off because these group of guys looking like Knuckles would be just running around asking people, do you know the way? I gotta find some of those videos. They're fucking hilarious.
These are videos?
Yeah, these are videos online, but they were groups that were like kind of like before the meta, like the Roblox when it was first being tested, and these people were able to create these Ugandan Knuckles. Oh fuck, taking me back. Thank you, Christopher.
So I think that Meta's or Facebook's ultimate goal is to create an environment where you can go to a virtual office and run into all your friends there. But I don't see how they're gonna keep like things from getting out of control. Like, I mean, if you're in like a board meeting and you get pissed off, I mean, what's to prevent you from, grabbing your manager and, like I said, pitching him out the window? Like, F you,
People getting arrested for virtual murder.
Yeah. I mean, if she's trying to sue over
Meta
virtual
prisons.
groping,
There's meta prisons.
yeah. I mean, what the hell?
There they are. Where's the audio? They would spit at people too.
The hell? Do you want me to drink your blood?
It's just the wackiest shit that they would come up with. Oh fuck! Keep it going. Why'd you stop?
I don't want to get flagged.
You know the way, and then you go, no. They're like, spit at them, and you go. So there'd be like a group of them, sometimes like up to 20 of them, just all spit at them, and they were. Oh fuck! Thank you. I'm gonna probably watch that for like the next hour.
Next to Big Bro 442 waiting for next text on it. Helmet faced me dead on. His floating hand approached my body. It sounds like a porn, like I'm reading some love story.
Red Shoes Diaries or Penthouse.
In between a wave of zombies and demons to shoot down, I was hanging out next to Big Bro 442, waiting for our next attack. Suddenly,
Hey, did she yell?
What are you doing, Big Bro? His disembodied helmet faced me dead on. His floating hand approached my body, and he started to virtually rub my chest. Stop! I cried. This goaded him on, and even when I turned away from him, he chased me around, making grabbing and pinching motions near my chest. And
he said,
he
"Do you
even
know the
shoved
way?"
his hand towards my virtual crotch and began rubbing. There I was, being virtually groped in a snowy fortress with my brother-in-law and husband watching. It sounds like a bad romance novel or something.
That-
like
Big
What-
Bro 449 just cucked him.
And the husband and brother-in-law didn't do anything about it. Wimps.
Yeah, they didn't punch his virtual face. She didn't try to kick him in his virtual nuts. Like, I don't understand.
Tells you a lot about a man who can't even fight in the metaverse.
Right.
But she's suing him?
Yeah.
Think. Okay, hold on. A constant topic of debate on message boards after Bellamir's Medium article was whether or not what she'd experienced was actually groping if her body wasn't physically touched. I think people should keep in mind that sexual harassment has never had, I think it's a sexual harassment claim. Had to be a physical thing. It can be verbal, and yes, it can be virtual experience as well.
Depending on the outcome of this lawsuit or whatever, the NFT market is gonna crash. Because they're gonna basically say that it's, if they say that no, legally she's entitled to sue him or whatever, everyone's gonna dip out. They're like, nope, we're out.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause
sexual assault and harassment a lawsuit is what it is. That's what they're going after. I think they'll end up settling out of court, and nobody's gonna know what the thing is.
Use an NFT or a VPN.
Got VPN, NFT, McDLT from Mickey D's,
Or
and
just don't
VD and DC.
or just don't play the game.
But it's fun.
Yeah, there's other games that are fun. You don't have to play that stupid game.
Until something changes, the metaverse will remain a
I-
dangerous, problematic space. Bum, bum, bum. Anyway.
Hey, they got almost as many keywords in that one as us.
That's right. Ridiculous.
You know, I love like the taglines on the articles. The metaverse has a groping problem already.
Well, think
I've
about
never-
it. Like, if you're able to have an avatar to your Facebook character that can interact with other things, but it's not really you, like, that's like you can just go around and beat on people that you have disagreements with instead of just arguing with a keyboard. You like, hey, we're
Yeah,
gonna
that's gonna go well.
yeah, right.
You think Facebook and like Instagram and Twitter are bad now? Wait till that happens. Holy shit! And look, I might buy the argument if she was saying that, you know, you're in this virtual reality environment, and so you're wearing like some kind of a vest that has sensors on it, so when your virtual avatar is touched, that you can feel it on your vest or something. I might buy that. But if all you're doing is seeing it, it's like, come on. Jeez.
Just
Just
turn
take
the
I don't
it
know,
off.
man.
Take
Turn
the
the game
VR
off.
off and stop playing the game. It's
Yeah, just
that
turn the
easy.
game off. I'm out, and you just disappear.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna start suing like every 13-year-old on Call of Duty talking about what they're gonna do to my.
Are you gonna be like Thor, like in where he's like, Thor, the so and so is like picking on me again.
Call the cops. He threatened to assault my mother.
You know, they have copyright trolls. They have all these other trolls. Like, fuck, man, I'm just gonna play Call of Duty, and these kids are I'm gonna get paid to play Call of Duty. That's how we do it.
Bobo69 called my mama bad names.
Well, you know, back in the heyday of this kind of stuff, when you could play like Left 4 Dead or things like that online with like groups of people, my brother would get on there and just do the most racist stuff you could imagine.
No way, not your brother.
Yeah. And just troll the hell out of people. And then people would get all upset, and then he would get real quiet for a minute, and then he would just drop an N-bomb.
Did he make people put their mouths open on the curb?
No, I think he would threaten them that way. You couldn't do that in the video game. He would lead people to their death, though. That was his favorite thing to do.
Bungee
He'd
pits?
tell people, I know the way to go, follow me, and then he would lead them into like some disaster. And the funny part is his online handle was Thick Steamy Deuce. And so like people would be crying out to him to come help.
No.
Steamy Deuce, don't leave us. Oh man.
Oh, good times. All right, we got anything cool going on this week? You guys want to pump up your stuff? Tuesdays, the Tequila Tuesdays, right, on Whatnot? 9 p.m.
Hell yeah. Something like
8:30.
that. We'll see.
And then it's they've come out. Raise
Comic
on Tuesday,
Cave.
right?
Tuesday, yeah, at 7:30 is new comic playing sales on IG. We try to get it done before the Whatnot sales so we don't interfere too bad with the cavemen.
And there's no groping
Plus,
at Ray's Comics virtually.
No virtual groping.
Mostly human did grope me.
I was gonna say I can't speak for the caveman show. I'm sure there's some groping involved.
And a goblin did eat my cat.
Steve ate your cat?
No,
and
my
then we
cat.
have a Whatnot on Wednesday.
We were talking, and we need to get together for a Whatnot block where each one of us sell on a certain day, all back to back to back. We need to do something like that.
That's a good idea. Crossover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Sunday works.
I was also thinking of a different way for us to all get together instead of once a year is try to incorporate each other's birthdays. So I haven't thunk out the details too hard, but oh, your Hulk 180, that was a hidden one, right? Yes, boy. Thank you. All right, so Comic Cave is going to be on Wednesday. We'll be having our late to the party review of Elf on Friday-ish.
When's the game gonna come out?
What game?
The game that we played.
Oh, it'll be out this week sometime. I'm hoping to get it done by Thursday, but I actually had to work today. I'm usually off on Mondays, so I'm working every day all week, and it's been. Last week was actually the busiest week I've ever had, as far as sales at my job. Like in any job I've ever had, it was just ridiculous. So I'm trying to like find some respite in my day to be able to work on some other things besides just like falling down and being exhausted. We will slow down after the holidays are done. All right, you guys ready to wrap it up then?
Let's wrap it.
Let's wrap it. All right, I gotta check out these Ugandan knuckles. Watch it with the girls or something. All right, y'all. Hey, thanks for watching. El Topo coming at you very soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming, guys. Had a good time last time. Whose birthday's next? Anybody? January? February?
February.
I'm in March.
February.
So it's me next in March. All right, and then followed by Josh in April, right? Cool. All right. So we got a couple months to get that all planned out. And I'll let you guys know when you come help me move.
Stop.
See you next Monday.
Good night.